Do you need to follow a specific diet in order to achieve fat loss? Hi, you're watching part 2 in a 7-part series about fat loss. I covered strategies for body recomposition, which is losing fat and gaining muscle simultaneously, in my previous video. If you don't know what that is, click on the link in the description to check out part 1. In this video, I'm going to talk about whether or not you need to follow a specific diet to lose fat and keep it off. So keep watching. Hi, I'm Rishi, and thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm a practicing nutritionist with a background in human physiology and nutritional sciences. I take a holistic and scientific approach to all aspects of health and wellness. I practice functional medicine and use food and lifestyle interventions to manipulate hormones in order to optimize one's nutrition, promote longevity and healthy aging. So if you want to hack your health span and be the best version of yourself, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss anything. You don't necessarily need to follow a specific diet in order to lose fat, but having a well-designed nutrition plan can certainly help a lot. The most important aspect of a diet for fat loss is creating a calorie deficit, which means consuming fewer calories than you burn. This can be achieved through a combination of reducing calorie intake and increasing the calorie expenditure through exercise. To achieve a calorie deficit, you can either eat less, move more, or a combination of both. That said, the type of foods you eat play a massive role in your weight loss. Eating nutrient-dense, high-protein whole foods can help preserve lean muscle mass, while eating fiber-rich foods can help you feel full and satisfied, which make it easier to stick to a calorie-reduced diet. Some popular diet plans for fat loss include the following. Number 1, low-carb diets, like the ketogenic diet, which focus on reducing your carbohydrate intake while increasing fat intake. Number 2, low-fat diets, which focus on reducing fat intake and increasing carbohydrate intake. It's important to note that going low-fat or low-carb is entirely dependent on one's personal choice for foods and dietary preferences. The main takeaway is that protein should never be low. In fact, whether you're in a deficit or in a surplus, whether you prefer carbs or whether you prefer fats, protein should remain constant. What I personally do is cycle my carbs depending on my day's energy expenditure requirements. Personally speaking, I get the essential amounts of fats that I need and cycle my carbs day to day depending on my situation. I'm just someone who's both much happier on carbs, plus my body responds better to them compared to fats. Like I said, nutrition is very specific and individual, so you need to figure out what suits your body better. Number 3. Then there's also intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating, which is basically eating within a specific window in a day, such as 8 hours in a day. The thing about intermittent fasting is it doesn't matter if you're in a deficit, surplus, or eating in maintenance. It's just a style of eating. It also doesn't dictate whether you should be low-carb, high-fat, or any other combination. The thing about fasting is, though, there are many other benefits than just fat loss. To know more about intermittent fasting and its role in fat loss, though, click on the link in the description for this video. Ultimately, the most important thing is to find a way of eating that you can stick to in the long term, and any diet that you can adhere to is a good one. At the end of the day, you shouldn't treat it as a diet as such, rather a lifestyle that you can stick to over time. Of course, you should indulge every now and then, but that should be more the exception and not the norm. What you do not want to do, however, is follow fat loss remedies that are trending around you. There is no magic pill or quick fix to sustainable fat loss. As boring and underrated as consistency and patience sound, they are what will get you across the finish line without you yo-yoing back and forth. Watch part 3 in the series to know which fad diets you should avoid. It's important to note that the best diet plan for you will depend on your individual needs and preferences. Some people may do well on a low-carb diet, while others may do better on a higher-carb diet. A registered dietitian or a certified nutritionist can help you determine which plan suits you best. Everyone is individual, and everyone responds differently. You need to experiment and find out what's best suited for you. And if you're struggling to lose weight, check out my programs on rishidhingra.com to understand how you can achieve your fat loss goals and sustain them over time. There's also a bunch of other valuable content to get you started on your health journey. Thank you for watching.